What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today I had a request to do the forest on my main computer on this badass TV and whatnot. And I also had another request to do the same Crysis, because they've asked me, can I play Crysis? Well, I will show you. So I decided to download Crysis Remastered and we'll give it a try. Of course, that'll be in another video. Today, we're going to be looking at the forest, and I'm all set up, ready to go. I just have to shut off these lights and make sure OBS has the right settings. It loves to just fuck with me and make gameplay like off-center and whatnot, so I have to make sure everything's set up correctly. So why don't I go do that, and then we'll hop in and look at some settings.
Alright guys, let's have a quick look at the forest settings. We're going to start off on ultra low at 4K, DirectX 11, max field of view, no VSync, full screen, no FPS limit, and the rest of those don't really matter. So now let's hop over into the graphics tab and look at all of these settings real fast. And there we go. Let's go into the game. All right. Gotta change these freaking controls here. That was just way too much sensitivity. Grab all this stuff. And for a second, I thought the game didn't have any sound. I had to turn my headphones up to 50, so I'm going to have to really boost the audio in this game for whatever reason. Must be some setting I have. I did not look in the settings of OBS that well on this computer. I guess still got to fine-tune them. I don't do too many screen recordings on here. So far, I've just done this one and Spider-Man. And no, I think I did. And then, wait, nope. I also did some Forza and stuff when I did the laptop versus this computer kind of stuff. Well, and my secondary computer. We did it versus all. It was kind of a fun video. I enjoyed doing that. I might do another one of those sometime soon. All right, well, gotta get some stuff. Huh. Oh, mouse. I was wondering what the hell was moving that thing. Grab all that shit. We gotta loot as much as we can. Guess this is a survival game after all. Almost started chopping the damn tree down. Nothing really in that one. Oh well. Not all of the suitcases can be winners. You know what? I just thought of something, which I will continue explaining in the next portion of the video because I don't have enough time really in this one. Because it is time for us to go and move on. So let's open this guy up. And then let's move on.
Alright, guys. We're going to get ourselves a little camera gameplay in here on ultra low. Technically, I don't really think this game uses up enough GPU power to really warrant this, but they did say they wanted to see me playing on it, so I figured if I just did screen-recorded gameplay, even though it's more than capable of not losing much frames, I figured that would not be completely what they wanted to see. I could be wrong, but I figured if I do it this way, that's the way I do most of my other videos, so since I don't have a capture card on this yet. Hey, a stick. And we're in the forest, which I know for a fact is the hardest to run area. But this is very low. Will we be able to stay above 60 the whole time? I don't know. Probably, but we will have to wait and see. And yep, there's still stutters and whatnot, so it's just in the game. So it's got nothing to do with the laptop or the Steam Deck. At least now I know. Man, somebody was camping here. Hey, there's a foot. Why couldn't it have been a hand? So I could have been like, hey, does anybody need a hand? What the hell kind of joke am I supposed to make with a foot? Well, I guess he won't be shaking a leg. See, at least I can do that with a leg, but what the hell am I supposed to do with a foot? There's no jokes to be made. Lame. Get some duct tape and some more money, even though I think money is pretty pointless at this point. Hey, here we go. Now we can eat a little. Get some more arrows. Find a fucking bow or make one or something, hopefully. Alright, though. I think that's good enough. Why don't we go ahead and move on?
Okay, now we're going to do very low, which is 1 up from ultra low. So everything here is the same beyond that little preset tab. So just to show you guys, we'll go to the bottom there. So now let's hop into these graphics tabs. And then once we're done scrolling through all of them, we'll get into the game and then I can finish what I was going to say. I think I might have just remembered figured out why my Elgato might have been messing up. Alright, into the game. Alright, now we're going to get some very low gameplay in. And as I was going to say before I ran out of time, I think I figured out why my Elgato capture card might have been like cutting in and out a little bit. Ever since I had a big power outage a couple days ago, my secondary computer's been acting a little funny. It's been crashing in games and doing all sorts of weird shit. And I've already done a lot of tests, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to try the cheapest option I can to fix it, which I have an extra X570 Tai Chi motherboard just lying around. So I went off and bought one of those Ryzen 5950x 3D chips. I figured that'd be a good upgrade for the 900K, because, I mean, even when I upgrade this computer, I was just thinking about it, I'm not going to want to stick the 5950X in there. That's a huge waste for that thing. I'd rather sell it and give it to somebody who's going to actually make some use out of it and do work and games like I've been doing in here. And there, it's just going to be purely for gaming, and again, just a waste, so I feel like that's probably going to be best. And then, like I said, I'll sell this and the dark motherboard off. Or hell, I might keep the dark motherboard, just put the 5800 XT in there. That'd probably be the best option. And then just sell the Tai Chi maybe with the 5950X. And make it like a combo deal or something, you know? Oh well, I'll figure that out though. I just figured maybe that's why my Elgato was doing that weird shit for some of my other. I noticed it was going and cutting in and out a little bit during my Death Stranding gameplay. So hopefully once I put my new computer together, that won't happen anymore. Let's wash this infected blood off for me. There we go. Because I need my streaming computer and my secondary gaming computer to actually work. I just freaking got my main rig back working order. And then, of course, my secondary one goes down. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. It is a 9900K. I mean, it did have to start messing up sooner or later. But I think it was something to do with the power. That one doesn't have any UPLSs. But anyway.
So now we are on very low instead of ultra low. And we've got deers. And I've got the spots. Aha! More of those people. They've probably been watching what I've been doing this whole time since I was making so much noise. Whatever, I'll let them go do whatever. If they attack me, I'll try to fuck them up, but last time I tried to do that, I got my ass kicked and then they took me off somewhere. I was looking for the ocean. I remember last time I played this game there was like water or something close by the plane, but the plane I think wrecks in different places every time, so you never really know where you're gonna land. Oh, nope, I think this is the original landing spot. Yep, I remember because there was that little thing off to the side there, and then there was luggage strewn about over here before, but that doesn't seem to be the case this time. And yep, it's still stuttery. Every once in a while, just a little stutter. But as you can see, it's not like it does it constantly all the time, no matter what. It's just every once in a while, there's a little stutter. What I'm betting it is it's probably caching in when I get to a certain point. It has to cache more of the land in. Even though it's a DirectX 11 game, some games still do that kind of shit. Here's a turtle. Turtle's in a half shell. Turtle power. Make sure none of those guys are following me to fucking ambush me. I think they ran off the other way because those particular ones seemed just as scared of me as I was of them, so that all worked out in the end. Anyway, though, I think that's more than good enough, so why don't we go and up the settings a little bit?
Now it's time for just low. This game has a lot of settings. Or at least a lot of presets. Anyway, everything besides that preset is the same, so why don't we go hop over back to this graphics tab here and just check out all these settings real fast. I'm not going to take too awful long to scroll through these, because if I go too fast, I know people can just pause, so I don't want to sit here and waste too much time. It's already going to be a pretty long video as it is. Anyway, though, that's the bottom, so let's move on. Well, now we're finally just on low, so let's get a little low gameplay in here. Still getting Mondo crazy FPS, but I mean, we should. This computer is an absolute animal, even though it's getting a little bit older and lots of stuff is faster than what it is now, but it's still plenty fast for me, at least until I see if Ryzen 7000 series versus 13th gen. Just because mostly I like building and whatnot. I'm always tinkering, and I've got the money to do it, so why not? Now, normal people should not be upgrading that much. There's absolutely no point. Both of my friends are still on super old school stuff. One of them's on a 7700K, and all he did was upgrade his GPU recently to a 3070. But the CPU is bottlenecking the fuck out of that thing at 1080p, so I told him he's really got to upgrade soon. So he's doing the same thing I am, just waiting for the new stuff to come out. And then my other friend, Nick, he's got a 8700K. And he's working, crap, what does he have? I think he's got an RTX 2070 right now, but he's just at 1080p as well, so that's plenty. So his is a little bit more balanced. But both of them are due for a CPU upgrade and GPU upgrade pretty soon. Obviously, Nick more before Pat, but it is what it is. Computers age, and they've gotten so much use out of those things. They've gotten way more value than I have, that's for sure. I've upgraded mine like a bunch and spent so much more than they did. And they've been completely happy, so good on them. They get what they want. I get a laptop. You know what? We can go over here and we're gonna smash it. Anyway. Now we found a pot, and we found some duct tape. Cool, I think I found myself a camp. Apparently I'm being watched. Anyway, let's save real quick. We can at least do that. So just in case something happens, I can always just keep reloading that save. And we got marshmallows. And a life raft. And a giant anchor. Anyway, though, why don't we move on?
So now we got some low, guys. So let's just run around a little bit more. At least now we found a spot to save. Hey, look, it's a shark. Huh. So I wonder if that means somebody can see me. And someone's watching me right now. Or if that's just like how hidden I am. Who knows? Still learning a bunch about this game. Alright, yeah, see? And this is what that guy was talking about. You can build shit here. You can look through all of your stuff. I got a bunch of arrows, some money, a lighter. That's pretty cool. It even says it's a Bic lighter. That's neat. So, that's cool. I'll have to fiddle with that a little bit later. That way if I get caught at night or something, I can make a fucking fire this time. Hopefully I can get this done before it becomes night, though. At least I'm sure hopeful. That's why I'm not making it like 5-minute recordings a piece. Trying to stick with 2, otherwise the video will get too long, because if you're doing 2 videos for the same thing, well then that's 4 minutes if you do 2 minutes. So, yeah, it adds up quick. Hey, it's a head on a pike. Huh. Feel like they might have a splitting headache. Big old tree. Then you look off into there and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing as far as the eye can see. Oh, wait. Hey, I found some new duds. What do you know? Well, there's some of that stutter. Well, I'm kind of glad that it happens on everything and it's not just like a laptop thing or a Steam Deck thing. It's just kind of seems to be a game thing. It just happens. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it, but it's not like it happens very often, so I would not let that put off buying the game or anything for the laptop or anything for that matter. It's a very fun game for a very reasonable price. And now, I haven't even barely touched the surface of what you can do in it. All I've basically done is run around. Anyway, though, I think that's good. Why don't we go ahead and up those settings?
So now we're finally on to medium, something without the word low in it, for crying out loud. It's about time, right? So, still on DirectX 11, and everything else here is exactly the same, so no time to waste. So let's pop over to the graphics section, look through all these guys real fast. And there we go. That is the bottom. So back to the game we shall go. Well, here we go with some medium gameplay now, and it looks like we're gonna run out of some sunlight here soon, but there goes one of those motherfuckers. So I was being watched. I knew it. I do not like those things. No, I don't. But anyway, for now, I won't fuck with them till they fuck with me. That's my basic plan. And we're still getting quite a lot of FPS, even on medium. And the game's actually starting to look like an actual game. All the low settings kind of made it look like a Xbox 360 game, but what do you expect low settings to look like, right? Alright, we found some water. Now, how the hell do I drink? Come on, there's gotta be a way to drink. What am I doing wrong? Man, there's some cool looking fish in here. That one kind of looks like Dory. Anyway. There we go. So you gotta be maybe on the side. I know I'm gonna forget that for later, but anyway, at least now we got some, whatchamacallit, water in us. Yeah, they're following me. I keep getting hurt, but I need to eat, so fuck it. Guess it goes a rabbit. And we are running out of sunlight. And there's another one of those bastards over there on the hill. Alright, let's move on. Alright guys, let's get some medium gameplay in. I had to like make a fire and sleep so I could stop it from being nighttime. But I'm glad the guy told me how to do that, so now I know how to do at least some basic things. So that's good. I guess let's run off into the forest to get good footage, seeing as though that's where it gets the worst FPS by far. I mean, the game's called The Forest after all as well, so it'd be a little weird if I didn't go into the forest, wouldn't it? Here, I can bring that pot over here and grab this water to boil so I stop damaging myself every time I want to drink, but I don't want... Alright, how do I do it? It always takes me a while to figure out how to fricking drink from this shit. Come on, dude. Yep, there's the achievement. I did my first night. Let me drink. Why can't I drink? What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. I need to drink or I will die.
Or at least it's not super critical yet, but usually it lets me drink from puddles. Is this one just not deep enough, or what? Well, that's annoying as hell. There was another one around here, too. Let me try to find that one. And there's some of that good old stutter. Alright, no. There's got to be a way to drink from this puddle. Or better yet, can I grab that pot and bring it over there and grab some water? I guess I can't equip it because I don't have enough space. Well, that's annoying. I could probably get rid of some stuff by crafting, but screw it. I'm just going to go back over here and try to drink out of the damn thing. You should be able to. There's no reason you can't. Maybe it's not clear water. Even though it looks clear. Who knows? All I know is that's annoying. Anyway, though, no time to worry about drinking now. I might just die from thirsting, even though there's water right there. But regardless, it's time for us to move on to the next graphics setting.
So now it's time for high at 4K here. So right there, as you can see, high, and everything else exactly the same. So just to show you real quick, we just scroll through there, and now let's get over to the graphics tab and see what all high settings change to. We at least have some anti-aliasing now, so that's good. And there we go. That is the bottom. So let's go hop in the game and see how she does. So here we go with some high gameplay now. Man, that motherfucker is trying to get me. Alright, well, let's lead them out here into the open. And if they attack me, I'll fuck them up. That's my plan anyway. Because this is my camp. You can't have it. I want to know what the hell ship that came off of. That must have been like a cargo ship. Hey, I found some more shit. Cool. Oh, you want to go now, little motherfucker? Yeah, alright. Huh. Alright. Nope, you don't get to fucking run. You guys attacked me. You brought this on yourself. Oh, you're not dead? Alright. Round 2. Oh, what the fuck? You're not dead either? No, no more. You done. Die. Stop being alive. Alright, now let's go wash this shit off of us. Alright, cool. There's a seagull. But alright, why don't we go ahead and move on?
Alright, time for some high camera recorded gameplay now, and we had to kick some weird motherfuckers' asses. But at least I killed them this time and didn't die. So it's a lot easier to actually focus on them when you can hear and whatnot, so... Alright, let's just run along up here a little, and that way we can always find our way back to camp if need be. Could have sworn I heard those weird frickin' noises those things make. Alright, that's just a deer. Yep, now they got me all on edge and shit. Alright, fuck that. I don't want to get too far away from my little camp, so let's head back that way and we'll see if we see any. It could have been one or two more watching me. And they seem to come back to life, too. So I don't know if they're zombies or what the fuck those things are. And then they talked about cleaning all the blood off me to avoid infection. So what are they, like zombies or something? More rocks. We can use more of those. I've already used a bunch to make that fire pit. There's a little bit more of that random starter this game has every once in a while. Wish that wasn't there, but it doesn't happen too often. Oh, there's some more. I don't know if they just revived or what. Is that the same ones that I already killed, or are those different ones? Nope, those must be different. Ha, I'm going in the water. Anyway, why don't we move on before we have to fight these motherfuckers?
Alright, now we have made it to maxing the game out. So that's why it says custom. But everything else here on this screen is exactly the same. I wouldn't change it on you now after all this time. So I went through here and turned everything up as high as it would go. So the game is maxed out, for sure. And there we go. So with that, let's hop back into the game and see if we still get decent FPS. Well, alright guys, starting now far maxed here. I kind of went into the water to avoid more of these motherfuckers. Oh, what's the matter? You don't like the water? Well, it sucks for you. Because I can hang out in the water. And then I come over here, and then I can get out my axe. Alright, Twig Boy, let's do this. There we go. We'll put you in here with your buddy. Alright, let's wash this off. Huh. Alright, well let's go up into the trees, because we know that's like the best place to go to test for FPS from the laptop video. Alright, well so far it's getting great FPS. Alright, I think that's more than good enough, so why don't we go ahead and move on.
Well, alright guys, we've completely maxed the game out now. So let's get a little gameplay in with the camera here. Because I don't think NVIDIA, like when you do the screen recording in OBS, I don't think it seems to use as much FPS. I don't know if that's just because my 3090 is so strong or if it uses the CPU, but that CPU is also very strong. It's a 16 core, 32 thread processor that I've got pretty much tinkered with to the maximum at this point. I wished I could get a little more single core out of it and a little more multi, but I just guess I just can get a great overclocker. Or I need more cooling than I've got. Because if I want even 4.6 all-core, it gets up into the like 88 degrees, and I don't like that. So I settled for like 4.550 or something like that at like 1.25 volts or something like that. And that still gives me pretty decent single-core scores too. That's one of the specialties of this dark motherboard. I think they call it what do they call it? Overclock switching or something like that. Keep kind of going in here because this is where you're going to get the worst FPS, so I feel like that's where I should be testing this at. All right, let's regain some energy here. Let's get some more leaves and a stick. Why not? Oh, I'm still covered in blood. Well, we can fix that. There we go. We washed all of the infected blood off, so we're all good now. Alright, and now I'm going to go over here and save real quick. There we go, now we've saved. So, I'd say that's a good time for us to wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for the Forest on the main computer here. And obviously it handled it flawlessly. It still did a little stutter, but I guess that's just the game itself. It's got nothing to do with the Steam Deck or the Asus G15 Advantage. Now the only place I haven't played it is my secondary computer. So if the guy wants to see me play it on the ultra-wide too, well, I don't mind doing that, but not going to do it unless they want me to, because I think we've got enough of the Forest for now. I don't want everybody else to get bored, you know? Gotta think of other people too. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope the guy who wanted to see got exactly what he wanted to see. So now it's time for me to wrap this up and start the Crisis video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out, guys.